SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello and welcome back to God of War Ragnarök. Okay, so we're in the middle of sort of side content in Vanaheim, which we are going to continue doing, but I have 9,000 experience yet again. I'm going to save some of it because some things are very expensive and I may as well have some experience sitting around for those very purposes, but I thought what I might do, see. Yeah, I'm not generally good enough to take advantage of permafrost and immolation, but if you look at glacial permafrost here, it says, while permafrost is full, press to consume the meter and activate. Consume the meter, it says. Now, I've never been able to tell how much permafrost or immolation I actually have at any given time, but I'm wondering if I get this ability, will I suddenly be able to tell? Maybe not. Maybe it's just a matter of you have to be experienced enough to be able to tell when it's full just by nature of it. I don't honestly know. But I'm going to buy them and see if it helps. And if it doesn't, well, it was only 3,000 experience. Ha Great. So, hey, it's that glowing horned stag over there again. I feel like the first one we saw was back in Midgard. I guess they are in both planes. Interesting. I suppose that sort of thing's not impossible, but I wonder if it actually traveled between realms or got taken by somebody, or if they just, like, evolved in a parallel fashion. I don't exactly know how it works. It seems strange that there would be the same organism in two planes, is all I'm saying. Aside from the we can travel between planes. That's obvious. That's not even worth mentioning. Alright, I went through that tunnel. I'm definitely starting to get a little bit disoriented in terms of where I've been and where I haven't, but wow, there are some pretty awful tube things. I mean, they're not that awful, but they seem kind of gross, don't they? And those things live in them, do they? Neat, I guess. Oh, it's a dock. Was this where we're going? Was this our eventual goal? Where are we? Hang on. Maybe? I'm kind of overrun with docks and don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, well, what do we got here? Hey, something.
This crest belonged to Odin.
Really?
A peace offering from my people, and a waste of good work.
So it seems to go. Odin's crest. When Odin married the goddess Freya, the people of Vanaheim, some of the more optimistic ones anyway, wished to welcome the Allfather into their culture. In a gesture of tragically misplaced hospitality, they carved the Allfather a family crest of his very own, a symbol of trust. He thanked them for the gift, then tossed it away once he was out of view. It would not be the last time he betrayed the Vanir's trust. I see. So this is where he abandoned it in the first place, or did someone else find it and just drag it over here? Guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to sell it to a dwarf now. What's that? Oh, okay. Yeah. I heard it happening, saw it out of the corner of my eye, but we're not quite there yet. I had forgotten about the attack plants. Yes, I'm sorry. It had been a couple days since I... Ooh. Realm Tear. Can I just walk by and get that chest for now? Because I'm guessing that's going to be a bit of a problem, that there Realm Tear. They're usually a problem, in my experience. Non-violence. This will end in blood. The only question that remains is which side is willing to spill more. The Aesir are not known for their mercy, just ask the giants. Yet our realm is split between those with half a brain and those who believe that pacifism, inaction, will somehow win the day. These Vanir would be kicked in the teeth and apologize for spilling their blood on the Einar Jarl's boot. We have tried to reason with these, what other word is there, cowards. They cannot be swayed. They will not help us muster a resisting force in numbers of any real meaning. Whoops. And so what else can we do? What else but entreat to say their magics to do what they will not? There are dangers to the old magics, yes, but can anyone say with confidence that they outweigh the dangers of doing nothing at all? Perhaps we will change. Perhaps our minds will fall to pieces. But if that is the price we pay for striking back against the Aesir, it is one we pay gladly. Is it? Because I ran into a ghost who has changed her mind about that particular matter, if I'm not mistaken. I see. Okay. Yeah. That's a complicated one, right? That's a complicated one. Nonviolence in wartime is complicated, for sure. There are definitely times when choosing an action leads to things getting worse overall. Hang on. But, I don't know. It's one of these things where you can't just, like, say universally that it's not a good approach. I mean, obviously, listen, I'm not in a position to judge these people who forfeited their souls to try and strike back against the Aesir and then lost anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Let me just see what's in here. Hello. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Cool, alright. Okay. Yeah, right. Ow! Wow, I got one shot. I got one shot! And I don't have a resurrection stone anymore. Okay. That sort of seems like I'm not going to be able to fight those particular... Who were they? Elves? Were those elves? They kind of looked like elves. Uh-oh. Hang on. The plant's back. That doesn't mean that I didn't open the chest and such, did it? No, the chest's open. The scroll's gone. Okay. I'll give it one more shot, but this sure seems like it's outside of the realm of possibility, doesn't it? Alright, here we go. Okay. Let's start out with this. Okay. I, for some reason, thought I still had the laser equipped, but I don't. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. Oh, hey, yeah. So I didn't get one shot, but I did get two shots. But admittedly, I was fighting very poorly. I thought I had the laser equipped. I didn't parry anything. I didn't dodge anything. One last try, all right? One last try. And if this doesn't work out, then we'll leave it for later. Probably going to have to leave it for later. That's okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, right, got it. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to have to come back to this one. Now, admittedly, I'm not in prime form there. That wasn't my best work, but... Sorry, Freya. I don't think that I'm going to be able to manage that one at the moment, all right? All right, cool. We'll come back to it. It'll be there. It's not going anywhere. All right. Back past the vaguely gross nest tubes. Let's see what we got in this direction, shall we? It is... I wonder if this area is supposed to look nastier than it does to me, you know? People keep complaining about how it's all... Noah Toon's garden. Oh, I'm back at the garden. People keep complaining about how it's all, like it once was glorious and now it's gross or whatever. But, like, it seems pretty nice to me. I don't know. It's all green and lush and such. Maybe it's not the right kind of life that's growing here? Is that the problem? I don't even really know. Okay, so there's a chest there. Can I just hop down? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Nice. That was easier than I expected. Okay, we got some dwarven steel. Oh, and I can open this from the side. Nice. Great.
Hi.
Hi? Were you just waiting there for me to come back? Apparently, yes. All right, let me just loop around. See if there's anything else up there. Because I feel like last time I came up here, I was kind of in a hurry. Like, I think, wasn't Freya fighting something when I was poking around up here or something like that? Is that a thing? Am I making stuff up? I could be. I don't know. Okay, I think we're largely done here, but there's at least one ghost whose requests I have not fulfilled. So I want to make sure that I do that. In fact, why don't I go ahead and track that subquest right now? That should at least get me heading in the right direction, you know. Favors. Freya's missing piece. No. Conscience for the dead. Yes. That one. Oh, hey, that's the Save the Fanatics. Right. That's specifically... One of them is probably the one that wrote that scroll I picked up a minute ago. Yeah. And of course I got to find the mysterious orb and the last chunk of armor. Okay. But unfortunately, I haven't really been using my map as I went along, and now I've come around in a circle, which means I don't know where I've been and where I haven't been, and that could be an issue. Oh. Conscience for the dead, Freya's missing piece, mysterious orb, mystic gateway. But... No, it's got to... That's it, huh? That's where we're going? Okay. Sounds good. Well, let's head that direction. And it seems like that's the same direction that everything else I need to do is in as well, so... Should work out pretty nicely. With any luck. Just gotta hope there's a... How do I kill you? Okay, probably from up there. That lore tablet probably hasn't been read, because there's a chest right next to it that isn't punched open, so... Let's just count on being able to get that as I go along. Wait, I know where I am. Okay, okay. Sure. Is there a dock back here? Huh?
The closer we get, the more tightness grows in my chest.
I suppose.
You're sure you want to continue?
Confronting the past comes with a price.
Always.
It must be done. I've lived with this pain far too long.
All right.
If you can believe it. We were happy once.
You and Odin?
For a time, foolishly believed the peace would last. Perhaps that was my mistake.
Well,
All I wanted was to protect my family.
There is no shame in that.
for sure.
I failed, all the same.
Yeah, well, Odin, you know. Odin's gonna Odin. And there's not, it's not like having idealism, having optimism isn't a failure necessarily. I mean, naivety is still certainly a thing, but like, all right, we're passing a lot of chests and it's bothering me. Are those corpses? Those are corpses hanging from the ceiling. Oh, nice. Were those there when you got married in this region? Goddess Falls. Maybe that's not a question I should be asking, huh? Map. Like this. Haha. Goddess Falls. Okay, conscience for the dead's over that way, as is the mysterious orb. Whereas Freya's missing piece is to the right, so let's go to the left. There we go.
Those scrawlings
What scrawlings?
must be Sather nearby.
Oh, that picture of a flower? Okay. The Veiled Passage. Right. Just bust up these barrels real quick. Bonk. Bonk. I said bonk. Thank you. Alright. Now, hopefully there's ways to backtrack a very long distance from here, because I missed a lot of stuff. What we got? I don't know.
Lunda's ore.
Be
Oh!
cautious. We know not what it does.
It's lightweight
You
and
really
does not
think
appear to be
she'd send
fragile.
us to get the bloody thing if it was going to kill us? Let's just take it back to her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. As much as Mimir seems willing to just finish our rolling all this, be done with it. And he's probably right.
Interesting.
What? What you got? What's interesting? What's interesting? Oh, that thing there? Yeah, okay, cool, thank you. I, in fact, did not notice. Wrong arrows. There we go. And like that. Great. Did the game ever tell me how to do that? Just curious. Did the game ever tell me I was supposed to freeze and then explode those bulbs, or is that just genuinely something you have to figure out by trial and error? I'm curious. Hey, look, another one. Not that I mind you, it's just vaguely complicated keeping track of what opens how. Or it's going to get there anyway if there are too many more of them. Okay, I'm guessing there's going to be another use for this thing. Can I use it to break that? Okay, that didn't work so hot, but maybe if I have Freya put a sigil over there and then chuck. Nice! Okay, and what we got there? It looks like a rune. Oh, it's a bell. Can I? That looks like it's blocked off, though. I probably can't throw through that, right? Indeed, I can't. Huh. So I can see all three of the runic bells over there, but I can't access them from here. Can I blow up those boards with more of this? May as well try. Like so. Whoops. Oh, I have to use the bombs to hit the bells. I get it. I get it. All right. Understood. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. All right, we'll get another one. Right, we got one. And then we go back and hurl. Okay, was that good enough? It was not. It was not. Huh. Oh, sure. Okay, so one of those, and then one of those. Good. So now we throw a bomb right in the middle, and hopefully the fire explosions from those trigger the other bell. Yes? Yes, hopefully. Good. That certainly is, isn't it? All right. Now I'm fully out of apples and mead, or blood, or whatever, blood mead. So this will be number one of 4. That's fine. Into my bottom. All right. So, anything else I need to do while I'm here? Sure doesn't look like it. So let's keep going. Let's keep on a trucking. Go find these Sather I've heard so much about. Oh, and another raven.
More Sather markings.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Gunhild's companions can't be that far ahead.
I presume you're right. But first things first.
Look what they've done to this place.
Like what? I mean the purple goop? I mean, yeah, Sather will do that to you. Pretty much. There we go. Okay. And then... Huh. I'm guessing I can't actually hit that from here, right? Right. Okay, so is this a matter of using the runic arrows again? Like this? Aha! That it is. And then I punch this, and then I get out before the poison comes back. Ha-ha! Okay. Great, and there's another chest back there. And more hack silver. There's hack silver all over the place. Which would be great if it wasn't going through at 3,000 a pop every time
That's all Lunda's armor taken care of, as well as our odd little sphere.
Convenient.
Should we return them to her?
I suppose we're gonna have to, because it's a subquest, and I don't not do subquests. How do I... Oh, well that was easier than expected. Alright, so let's see here. You get one of these. Sorry about that, corpse. Wasn't what I was going for. Just sort of unfortunate side effects. There. Oh, I took care of all three of them. Convenient. And then, like that. Nice. Okay. Wait, was that another one? That is another one. I didn't even see that one. Landscaper. That one I'm pretty sure I've read, right? Yup. Okay. Well, there's a wall I can climb. Oh, hi. Didn't know you were coming with. Let's climb the wall. You first, then. Go ahead. Are you aware that your cape is basically just like a threadbare piece of a what do they call that substance? Wow, why can't I think of it? Burlap. That's it. It's like a tattered piece of burlap, which I guess is a fashion you could go for. Sure. It's not really my place to judge. I wear all sorts of stuff. No regard for how it looks. It's just how it affects my physical build-up? I'm not sure how my armor does that kind of thing. I mean, it's magic, clearly, but, you know, that's still weird if you think about it. This armor makes you stronger. Somehow. Historian! Great. Sure, I guess I'll read up on the historian thing. Oh, anxious. I've already read all the anxious. I've read all the anxious. Now, can I read the actual thing that I just read? Artifacts, favors, path. No, it's not going to be in goals. Codex. Lore. Lore markers. Which one was it? Not that one. Say their sacrifice. Probably this one, right? I fear devotion is waning amongst the others. If we are to drive the Aesir from Vanaheim, there are things we must do without hesitation. Sacrifices must be made, and if I am the only practitioner with enough courage to make them, then so be it. In life do I scream, in death do I sing, in blood do I trust. I am the vengeance of these lands. Are you? And yet the lands are still run by the Einarjar, as it turns out. Funny about that. Sorry. I was compelled. I can't help it. Hey, look at one of those things. Can I get it from here, do you think? Do you suppose it'll spit its loot at my feet, or do I have to run over and get it? Haha, convenient. How does it know where I am? It's very thoughtful.
Those are the lost Sather spirits. Friends of Gunhild.
They don't look very friendly anymore, do they?
I mean, that's how it goes.
Let us put them to rest.
Sure. Let us do exactly that. Ta! Great. And then, like that. Nice. Did I just step in a plant explosion? I feel like I did. Hello. Alright, you get one of these. And then... Okay, cool. Yeah, I got it, sorry. Wow, I just knocked them both off. I guess that's one way to do it, huh? Sather can't swim, apparently. Either that or we just assume they can't get out of that because Kratos can't swim and therefore clearly nobody can. In reality, they just lie low down there until we leave and then come right back up again. Who could blame them? They've had all the time in the world to learn how to swim. And they live, apparently, right next to a river? Then again, so do I.
Protect yourself!
Okay, if I have to. Alright, one of these for you. No, I missed. How come when you do an attack and I move, you just automatically track along with me, but I do an attack and you move, and you just sort of... Yeah, I know. Thank you. How did I not get hit by any of that? Amazing. Okay, cool. Let's switch to this, and then we'll do one of these. One of these! Great. Lit them both on fire, like that. Cool. Killed that guy by punching my own shield at him. Really not sure how that works, but I appreciate it. Okay, closes. Right. Nearly forgot. Okay. Okay. Well, that went all right, sort of. I feel like I lost my train of thought several times in the course of that fight, but it's probably fine, right? Okay, so we got one of those things that spits at me until I kill its core, but I don't know where the core is, so let's run on by. There you are, in the middle of an area with a guy. Of course you are. Would you not? Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out. Oh, good, another one. Let's get out of here because the plant's going to keep trying to kill me. Oh, I don't want to fight where the plant's trying to kill me. Come on back, Freya. I'm just going to do this in the meantime. May as well. Freya! Bring him back with you. I have a thing prepared for... Freya! Just... I know you want to shoot them in the face, and it's nice that you're doing that, but control yourself for a second, alright? Just let them come around the corner where there are no plants spitting at me. That's all I ask. It's not my fault that plants don't spit at you. I don't know why they don't. Nice, thank you. Great, okay. Now then. Oh, hey, that must be immolation. There is a meter for it, isn't there? Okay. There. Nice. Nice. Great. Oh, and then the plant spits at us. Cool. Told you we didn't want to stand out there. Come on now. Okay, run past you. Run over here. Uh-huh. Keep going. Where is it? Gotta be around here somewhere. Did I already pass it? Oh, there it is. Okay. How do we beat these things? We light them on fire? We light them on fire, I think, right? Okay. One of those, and then... Wrong one. This way. There we go. Great. I had almost forgotten. In fact, I had forgotten, but I had to remember on the fly exactly how to do that. I snort at your fence. What do we got here?
The family crest of Kvasir the Wise.
Oh, the poem guy.
More like Kvasir the Inebriated, in truth.
Oh, don't be judging now. Maybe he had reasons. Ah, Kvasir, the legendary Lush. How come you didn't mention he was a Lush any time I was reading any of his poems, but now suddenly you're all about it, Mimir? What the heck? The stories call him wise beyond words. The inventor of poetry, they say. When he died, his friends mixed his blood with honey to create the mead of poetry, said to imbue any who imbibed it with the power of lyrical wisdom. Oh, bollocks, of course. Kvasir was great for one thing, and one thing only. Throwing back drinks. Not to disparage him in the slightest, which you just did, never mind that. Most of us can only hope to be as good as most of us can only hope to be as good at anything as Kvasir was holding his alcohol. But his poetry often took the form of progressively more imaginative forms of profanity, and those who drank his blood only felt inspired because the sot's fluids were at least 50% booze by the time he finally keeled over. Really funny bloke, though. Knew his way around a double entendre. Okay. I feel like there haven't been any double entendres in any of the poems I've read, but then there've also been, inside references to other games that Sony produced, so perhaps they made this crest and then decided to do the poems from Kvasir on two different teams were managing these particular concepts. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not worried about it. Anyway, I got a bunch of crests to sell next time I see a dwarf. That looked like a shiny, but there's not a shiny now. I was lied to by the shiny. How dare you? Okay, around the corner. What do we got here? Well, we got one of those pods I can freeze. Anybody want to kill me around here? Yes, indeed. Someone does. How did I know? Okay, you got a shield, which is fancy and all. I'm going to just get rid of that thing for you. And now if you would bring it in over here kindly. There you go. And again. Perfect. Now we switch to this. Nope. And then... Oh, that. I missed. I had Freya toss him into the air, and then I missed. Very stylish. Oh, that was all of them?
I think that's the last of them.
How can you tell?
I knew these souls. I would have thought them smarter than to meddle with Sather magic.
Well, you saw the documents I picked up.
And now they are dead.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
I guess.
Blame yourself.
A little bit.
And
It will not lessen your pain.
let's return to Gunhild. Unless you'd like to condescend more?
It's my favorite thing. Apparently, no, it's not my favorite thing. Sorry. It does come across as condescending, Kratos. You really got to get that in check, or else he's going to keep being like that at you, and you'll deserve it. $6. Thank you, Plant. I appreciate your patronage. Okay. Chain.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is, actually, yeah. I don't feel like commenting on it, apparently, but it is. There we go. Couldn't remember the button for get axe for some reason. Alright, I see a legendary chest down there. Is there anything I'm going to need to get while I'm up here, you know, to avoid a trip back up? I don't see anything, but I do see a bird. I would like to kill the bird. I saw the bird earlier on the river. I remember that. Well, probably easier from down here, huh? Probably. Okay, let's have a...
I wish things had gone differently.
Which things?
But these Sather are at rest now.
Apparently. One kind of rest, anyway. Attack. Nice. Okay, let me just punch this. Then we read this.
What's it say, brother?
I just showed it to you. What are you? Call to arms. To the Vanir of Vanaheim. My sister has abandoned us. Odin has turned our realm into a prison, and Freya has fled with the key. There is only one path forward, and it will not be a pleasant one. We will take up arms. We will show the Aesir whose realm this is. We will go to war, Freyr. Apparently that didn't work out so hot. Did people answer the call and then just get slaughtered, or... Am I supposed to know that by this time? Probably I'm supposed to know that already. Sorry. Sometimes I don't pay the best of attention.
We'll have to find a way through this debris.
You're right, we will. Maybe from over there I can get an angle on the bomb that no doubt is sitting down there, waiting for me to blow it up. Maybe. Oh, of course, they want to fight. Alright, where are you at? There you are. Have one of these. And then, one of these. Nice. And then, let's see here. You're spitting stuff. Oh, it hit me anyway. Here, I dodge and everything. Yeah. I'm good. Thank you. Bonk. Okay. And like this. Cool. Yeah. I wish that the instability of it would blow up its friends. Can you just kill one of them while I'm hiding behind a wall? That'd be real convenient. Apparently not. That's okay. Come on. Just... There we go. And then one for you. And one for you. And one for you. Great. Why does the poison goop not hurt us when I throw it, though? Maybe these are questions I should not be asking. Just accept the benefits and get on with your life. Ah, it's that one. I was wondering when we get a shot at that one. Okay, hang on. I still don't have an angle on it. Wait, does this mean I can see the dog from over there? Hold on. Can I see the dog? The dog lizard, you know? Is that the dog lizard there? That's the clearing where it sits. That's its head right there. Hup. That's too far away, though. Do you suppose Freya can kill it? Freya, can you kill that dog, please? I'm asking nicely. No, it dodged out of the way. Okay. Well, So I can't access the bombs from up here. I can't access the dog from up here. I've come most of the way around through this area, but I'm still not finding what I'm actually looking for. Let's go back up to the chain. I suspected it might come to going higher again. That's why I looked around that one time, but I didn't see anything. Let's just see if I have an angle on the dog, huh? It should be... Yeah, it's right there. Let's just try and chuck a thing into its clearing. Not quite. How about if we go a little higher with it? There. I can't reach that far. I just can't. And Freya's arrows... Well, I can't even ask her to shoot them from here. Strange. Yeah, she just doesn't listen to me. Okay. Alright. Oh, because she's on the chain. That's a pretty good reason. Sorry, Freya. I guess I didn't move out of the way after I got up there, huh? Alright, well, what the heck. There's got to be a way to do this. I've been here before. Absolutely, I've been here before. And yet the boat's back, despite me taking it away with me. That's how it always goes. And thank goodness for it, because if it didn't, I'd be in trouble. Alright, so what if I... This isn't going to help, is it? This isn't going to help at all. What do I do? I don't have an answer to this question. I don't have an answer to how to get those bombs and how to kill this dog. Give me just a second to play around with this, okay? Might take a second. Oh! Before I do that, why don't I talk to these two?
I know that face. You got something for me, don't ya?
You could say that. Your accent is sure something else, Lunda. All right, let's give her stuff.
Lunda.
Right. Business time.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
It's a squeaky toy.
Elsa's been itching to get her ball back all dang winter.
Helga.
It's her favorite toy.
What?
Why
Now,
wouldn't...
if you could find the rest of my armor set I left out there, I'll repair it for you. Free of charge, even. Oh, actually, any dwarf can.
Sure,
I just
sure.
didn't think you'd get my orb for me if you knew that. Sorry.
That's fine. I already got all of it, but... It was your dog's toy?
Good thing you were so cautious, brother.
Quiet.
He's right, Mimir. Show respect. The squeaky toy could have been the death of us all.
Okay, listen. The entry's gonna go away. Hang on. Lunda, an old friend of Brock and blacksmith de Freyr's army. She seems the Huldrop brothers' equal in skill. She is also their equal in being too familiar too quickly and behaving strangely. Her comments are often puzzling and difficult to interpret, and I catch her staring. Often. Tall glass of milk and all that, yes? However, if her armaments are strong, I will tolerate her. Yes, okay, good. So she was just messing with me the entire time. Okay, that's fine. Probably Kratos could use more people messing with him.
Nearly was.
Do not laugh.
That's hard not to, brother.
Yeah, I
Right.
suppose.
Okay. Okay.
Try. Okay. And I learned the dog's name also. Helka. And she's got her squeaky toy, but it's not squeaking, so I guess it's broken. That's too bad. Was it never a squeaky toy? I can't remember if... No, they said it was... Whatever, it's fine. Let me just get that armor.
What you need now?
All right, let's see here. Armor. Chest armor. Craftable. There we go. Bare-handed attacks. Parrying and blocking have a high luck chance to deal bonus damage and poison enemies, lowering their power level. All right. One of Luna's finest works, crafted long ago and fallen in disrepair. It's not returned to its former glory. Well, it's free. And it's a stat upgrade in everything, in every regard except for runic, and only by a little bit. So that's very good. Give me that beetle armor.
Damn! Am I good or what?
I mean, you didn't
Very good.
you didn't make it. I mean, you fixed it up, sure, but like, also, isn't Lunda still the one up at the anvil right now? I thought she was. Did she just not have anything she can say about this sort of thing? Wait. Oh, the color of the armor changes as you upgrade it. I hadn't noticed that before. Well, that's neat. Takes Asgardian ingots to upgrade it, though, so that's not happening anytime soon. Now then, wrist armor. Let's see the lost bracers. Melee attacks against poison enemies do increased damage. Oh, okay, so the chest piece poisons them, and then you do more damage to them if you continue to beat on them. Well, I do like that. I lose a little defense, but honestly, it's probably worth it. Give it to me.
A good fit.
Mm-hmm. Whip. Okay. And then the waist armor. The lost belt. Great. More poison damage things. Lose a little runic. Probably worth it, though.
That'll keep your bits in all the right places.
Yeah, we can only hope. Okay. Great. So we got all that. We got all that taken care of. Can I don't have any Jewels of Yggdrasil yet, so that's not something I can do
Need
anything with.
something special?
Can't upgrade my weapons just yet. I feel like I missed a Chaos Flame at some point. I feel like my blades should be level 4 by this time, but they're certainly not. Okay. Pommels of Brutal Might. Stun grabbing an enemy grants a gift of strength. I thought that I already... Oh, right. There's an axe handle I've got where if you stun grab an enemy, you get health bursts, right? No, it's a cooldown blessing. Right. Grip of the Fallen Alchemist. Oh, that's what I have on right now. I need a petrified bone if I want to... Okay. That's not a problem. That said, I do feel like the grip at the Fallen Alchemist isn't treating me super well, but then again, my luck was never very good. It's a little higher now. Things to consider, I suppose.
And Lady Freya?
Oh, Folkvanger Whetstone. Apparently you can upgrade her sword if you have the right items for it. But I don't. All right. Cool.
You know what you want?
Not really. Can I upgrade? Oh, I can upgrade my shield. Okay, so we want to stick with Shatterstar, or we want to go back to Dauntless? I should probably do one or the other. That defense boost is pretty nice. I have no doubt of that. Of course, I could also use the Hone Metal on getting my Rond higher. Okay, let's see. Shield strikes against status-afflicted enemies, consume the ailment, causing an explosion. Right. That's what I did that one time accidentally, and that's why they died, isn't it? Because they were on fire, and I smacked them with my shield, and they exploded. So maybe I should upgrade this thing? Seems pretty good. If only I can use it intentionally in the future, that'd be nice.
Violent.
Always. A little less now than before, but still. Always. Alright. There's so many options with the handles. I feel kind of overwhelmed every time I try and deal with them. Oh, let's sell the crest, yes.
I'll buy it, then sell it for a mint once the Vanir decide they want it back.
Seems in character. They wrote it all out. All the has. Well, fine. Good for you, Brock. Okay, let's see here. Another resurrection stone. Yes, give it to me. Use all that money I just got from the crests for that, and let's hope I can hang on to it this time. Probably can't.
Now for the goddess.
That's a really ominous way of saying it. And now for the goddess.
Big man?
Yeah, that's me. Okay, I don't understand why I even have access to this recipe, since I don't know how to get Skirnir's Gambantane. I wonder if somebody said it in the comments. I've been behind on comments. I'm sorry.
You make up your mind.
I didn't. I guess I did. I guess we're leaving. Great. Did it. Labor complete. Apparently there's nothing to say when it's complete. So, that's fine. All right. Oh, I like the sigils on the shoulders. That's nice. Yeah, I like it. It's a little bit weird in terms of color scheme. I kind of, between that and my skin and the stripe being the pale color it is, I feel like I look a little bit washed out, you know? Like I've been left out in the sun for too long. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Okay, I'm going to work on that legendary chest and the bombs and the dog. So give me a second to do that, all right?
Despite his actions in Midgard, Atreus does still care for you.
I know. I raised a son, too. It may be hard to believe, but he was quite similar to Atreus at this age. He adored his father.
Odin.
Always wanted to do right by him, and was constantly frustrated that no matter what he did, he never could seem to get his approval.
Because Odin.
He confided in me a lot. Sought the comfort his father withheld. I wonder if your son could benefit from that, too.
He has befriended the other dwarf. The blue one's brother.
Oh. Well, if Sindri has that covered, I suppose there's no need for me in his life anymore, is there?
That is not what I meant.
That was sarcasm.
Yeah. Understood. I mean, Kratos probably not great with sarcasm, but you know what I mean. Yes. Fair point, Freya. I'd imagine he could use that kind of presence in his life. I'm not very good at providing it myself, understandably. I'm doing my best these days, but like, I was never brought up to be a people person, you know? There's a ledge there. Hang on, I've got to check out that ledge.
Is it done?
Oh, it
Are
is.
you dead?
Yes, it is actually. I forgot that you were here.
It is done.
Your friends are at peace.
Good.
And I'm sorry. Had I been here, I would have prevented this.
You would have tried.
Do you think us lost babes, incapable of making our own choices?
Yes.
No, but
We made a mistake, but it was ours to make, not yours to prevent, even if you had been here.
Yes, you're right. Goodbye, Gunhild.
Goodbye, my goddess.
I guess we're all kind of lucky that Freya's in a lesson-learning mood lately.
Kratos. Thank you for taking the time to help my people.
Oh, sure.
I helped no one. They were already dead.
I mean, there's that.
Oh, but you did. You put their spirits at ease, and that has eased my spirit as well.
Well, good.
I feel lifted.
Enjoy it. It will not last.
You're right. There are most certainly other corrupted sisters out in the realms.
You always know how to end on a cheery note, brother.
That's my job. Kind of, for some reason. All right. All right. So I got an enchantment. Let me have a quick look at it. Amulet. Svartalfheim's Honor. Defense. And the other ones I've got are Strength and Defense and Cooldown. So it's just worse than the other two. But if I manage to equip it, I get the set bonus of increased stun damage inflicted based on my defense. I see. Okay. Well, that's nice and all. But I can't do it because I don't have an Yggdrasil gem anyway. So, give me a second. I'm still working on that chest.
Freya, you once revived a giant's corpse to
Try and kill
stop a
us.
certain fight we won't talk about. Could you call on that power again?
Maybe. Do you have a massive giant's corpse for me to revive?
Possibly.
No?
Well, there you go.
Huh. Was that exchange made in response to, like, people being like, why doesn't Freya just bring back another giant and deal with the problem? Why is this even a conflict in this game? I wonder if it was. Kind of feels like it might have been. I took a wrong turn. I don't want to be here. Huh. All right. Still looking. That said, if the Ironwood does turn out to be an enormous giant's corpse and Freya brings it back, I feel like that would make things a lot simpler. Even if it's only a giant who embodies a dream plane, I feel like that's got to be worth something, right? Maybe. Oh! 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 I've got to use these.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
But they will work on that. And then this. Maybe not that. This. Okay. This. It's got to be around the right track, though. Hang on. Like that? Why not? Why not, though? It's hitting the pillar. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay. And now, I just light that one on fire, and it should take care of the problem, right? Should. It didn't. I swear I thought that was going to work. Okay. Well, how about here, here, and here, the places that have marks on them, as if trying to guide my hand to do this very thing. That does seem a lot more likely, doesn't it? All right, how about that? That do anything for you? Yeah.
Looks like that worked.
Great. I still don't understand why the first one didn't, but fine. I did it your way, and it worked out great. Thanks, I guess. Mists of Helheim. Heavy runic attack. A lingering area effect attack that creates a small hazard inflicting frost status to all enemies. Something, something. It faded while I was reading it. All enemies inside. Fair. Okay. Oh, you know, I feel like I've had that one before. Okay. So you slam the axe down. There's a big puddle that hurts anything standing in it. Okay. Sure. Well, it's certainly better than nothing by a long shot. And it's presumably hold L1 and then hit R2, I'm guessing? That's usually how it works. I think that's usually how it works. Can I kill the dog from here? Excuse me. There's a dog I need to kill. Can I kill a dog from here? I can't even see it. Okay, so this isn't the dog killing solution. How do I kill the dog?
What did you find?
A heavy runic attack? I can't apparently tell you. I don't know why you keep asking Kratos all these questions when he clearly doesn't answer, but okay, that's fine. Okay, so nothing across the river is going to work. It's guarded from every angle. So. So what do we do about this? Can I use runic arrows to explode him? Like if we put a runic arrow there, and then another one, say, here, and then another one, say, here. Did I already try this? I feel like I already tried this. I feel like I did already try this. Not close enough. Right. Right. But there's not any other solution presenting itself, and there's no angle on his back whatsoever. What if I go over here? He's still not out. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, come on, just barely. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! It didn't work. It didn't. Alright, well, let's try something simpler then. That didn't work either. I was trying to get him on the recall, see? I'll try it one more time. Right in the back of the head. Nope, doesn't do a thing. Okay. Okay, what about that thing?
Oh, that's it.
What? What did it... What did it do? How was I supposed to know that? It's glowing and a flower, and therefore stick something in it and see what happens? I mean, come on! I don't feel bad for not figuring that one out faster. I'm sorry it took so long, but I don't feel bad for not figuring that one out faster. Anyway, I got it. I got the materials, great. Okay, let's see here. What's left to do around here? Just Freya's wedding? Just Freya's wedding, I think. Alright. Track. Let's go do it. Let's get it done. But first, a new clip. This seems like a great opportunity for it. Hang on. There we go. And now that used up most of my stone wood, didn't it? It did. Okay. Now keep that on and see if it... yeah, okay.
No refund.
Didn't ask for one. Okay, right. So I took a moment and I just So I took a moment and I switched back to the Fortified Frost knob because I've been habitually starting up my fights by Frost Awakening the Axe, thinking I still had this benefit, but of course I didn't. So I think since it's a surefire thing and more defense and stagger resistance is a very good thing for me, let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to continue trying to get myself to use these because I haven't been trying to do it at all, and it's something I need to learn. So, great, whatever. We're on a new clip. Let's go solve Freya's problems. Or something.
Come on, brother. Let's have it.
Have what?
You mentioned you had a favorite poem from your homeland. What was it about?
I did mention that, didn't I?
A cunning general. A war over forbidden love.
I believe I've heard of this one.
Have you?
Did it involve a horse that was not as it appeared?
Yes. But that is not what happened.
Really?
Oh, it's based on truth then. And you were there.
Yes.
Huh.
I prefer the poem.
Fair. That is fair. The Trojan horse, I assume, yes? You were there for that, were you? Hmm. So, there's a passageway here that leads to a chest that somehow I didn't get. I didn't notice it the first time around. I might just try and get that real quick. Give me a second, alright? That's clearly the way I need to go, with dogs and such. Okay. But I want the chest, so hang on. It's just out this way, right? Yeah, it's off this edge here. I just, for some reason, didn't jump down. Dopey. I don't know what I'm doing.
I must say, I think we make a good team.
Do we?
With my brains, Kratos' brawn, and my lady's,
Magic?
Wisdom?
Magic?
Magic?
Wisdom, yes.
Ability to tolerate you for long periods of time?
I feel like I
was
have beat on
going
that
to
one.
say brutality.
That works.
Under the circumstances, that works rather well.
We should get moving.
I feel like we should do whatever I feel like at any given time. We're not in a hurry. Look at that. The flowers launch bombs. I wish I'd known it earlier, but how was I supposed to? I don't even know. Whatever, let's get back on the road. Solve some wedding problems. You know, in retrospect, I suspect that the little dead end with the dog lizard in it and the one flower that you have to hit to make it blow up the dog lizard, that was supposed to be how you taught you about the existence of exploding flowers, wasn't it? That was the
Mimir,
tutorial.
I never asked how it felt to lose your head.
What would you have me say? That it tickled?
Merely curious.
If you wish to derive some satisfaction from my pain, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Kratos swung swift and true, didn't you, brother? I felt nary a scratch.
Really?
Shame.
Okay, so that was purely you were hoping that he suffered. That's all that it was. I'm kind of surprised you didn't feel anything, but I guess I did cleave your nerves pretty quick. I can't imagine coming back from that felt good, though, huh? Well, whatever, that's fine. Let's get this over with. Hello, I'm here now. I hear a Odin raven at some place around here. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay, so it's swooping above head, or overhead, above. Though you can't just meld them into one word and hope for the best. I mean, I clearly do all the time, but that's it doesn't actually. It's not how the language works. All right, let's just throw this at you. Great, knock that dog over. And let's have one of these. Come on, bring it in, bring it in. Anyone, come on. There we go, good. A little more of that, please. A little more of that. Okay, and that is, in fact, one of them wolfy fellas. Great, okay. I'm gonna do one of these. Mostly missed, but that's okay. And then... Get away from that, get away from it. Okay, one of these. Great, okay. Get away, okay. Okay, yes, there is a meter. There's a meter on the side of the axe in the center of my display over there that fills up as I build permafrost or immolation. Interesting. Yep, got it, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't seem to be building permafrost right now, curiously. Not sure why that would be. I mean, there are things of damage, of course, but, you know what I mean. You understand. No! Oh, get off, bad. Get off my arm. How dare you. Another one of these. Okay, get away. Good, there we go, okay. I'm gonna just charge this thing up for a second while I think about what I'm doing. Okay, and then we're gonna do like this. And there. Thanks for keeping me distracted, much appreciated. All right, and then. Nope, you just keep going with that, don't you? Okay. Nope, don't want it. Just go kill him. Ow, come on. Oh, for this pathetic. There we go, okay. Fierce wolf. Cool. Alright, I guess they're... I didn't actually mean to tell you to do that, sorry. I was trying to switch weapons myself, but I gave you a mistaken command, you could say. Okay, there. I want to light him on fire and then explode his face. Ah, not my arm. No, I need that arm. Okay. Nope. Ah, come on. Come on, just light him on fire a little bit. Just a little bit, come on. Bring it in. There we go. And now, like this. It didn't work. I didn't do it right. No, it did work. I'm not using 3,000 hack silver on that. I'm sorry. I'll skip most of the fight or something. I'm sorry, it's not happening. So when you light them on fire and you explode the fire off of them, it hurts things around them, but not them itself. Good to know. Anyway.
Wolver, left flank.
Yep. Yeah, the explosion doesn't actually hurt them. Interesting. Okay.
Behind you, watch out!
Just hurt everybody around them. Got it. Burning, thank you. Nice. That went really well, actually. It's almost like I'm better at this game when I don't talk all the time. Huh. Oh well. You'll just have to trust me on this one. I don't know how much I'm gonna even leave in here for you to see, but it went really well. I still have my resurrection stone and everything. Okay. So we got a raven somewhere around here. That's an awkward angle to be at. Do you ever stop, or no? Not really? Just going in a circle. It's almost like, oh, there is one place where they stop moving. Right over here. Right over there. Knock that down while I'm at it. Missed. Right there, they slow down. Okay. Get that. And then focus over here. Right there. Oh, come on! I had it planned down and everything. It's too high up for me to hit it. How dare you? How very dare you? Yeah, it's too high to hit. So how about there? Nope. How about there? That's the same place again. Maybe if I get to higher ground, it'll be easier. Yeah, maybe. We'll try it. Dwarven steel. Very nice. Okay, so how do I get off the ground around here? There? Any other places? I kind of want that. I can probably get from higher up.
Do you know why I left that night, Mimir?
Which one?
Only a hunch.
He showed me who he really was.
Ah, that night.
Odin asked me to cast a protection spell on him. The one I used on my son.
Uh-huh.
But the way it drove our boy mad, I refused. He was furious. Throwing every object he could find, destroyed the room.
Uh-huh.
There was only coldness after that. I tried to make it work, but...
No one could have lived like that, Your Majesty.
It's true. It's true. Most people wouldn't even give it a chance, I suspect. Well, I mean, you still had a lot of idealism going, and it was for the peace between your two peoples. That was the whole deal. So I understand it, but like, yeah, that's on Odin. There's nothing to be done about that. Hello, staring right into the sun. Feels good. Feels great. I still don't have a good angle on the friggin' raven, though. All right. There. Nope. There. Oh, come on. That was it. I swear. Okay. Oh, look, another thing. That down. What do we got? Dwarven steel. Great, great, great. Thank you. Let's go over here. Maybe I get a better angle on it over here. You never know. It might work. Thank you. We can make them larger if you shoot all at the same spot. I think I knew that, but I hadn't really registered it, you know? Okay. There we go. So theoretically, you could do something like put 2 in one spot, right? And then 1 over here. So if there's a gap that you can't overcome, you can just strengthen 1 on one side, and it'll still work. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Nice. Like that and all, but now we have to try and kill this raven some more. There's got to be a time over here, right? Not. Okay, there is. There is. He's pretty close at that point. Yeah, okay. I can do this. I can do this. Right here. Man, I was hoping maybe we'd get him on the way down and it would look all cool, but I just missed again. Come on. Too late. I'm throwing too late. My reaction time is too slow. Comes around like this, and then... Frey, are you sure you can't just shoot it dead? Be really convenient if you could. Alright. There! Finally. Honestly, why did they have to make them all circling in little patterns now? Is Odin just learning from how many of them I've slaughtered? Now he has to make it all hard for me? He's not going to take them away. He still wants to be able to see what's going on, but... he's just going to make it all hard. Well, fine. You be like that, Odin. Yeah, whatever, man. Okay. Lore Tablet, hello. What do we got here today?
Anything interesting, brother?
Soon find out. Anything I can do. No one said this journey would be easy. Yet I do find myself questioning how far I thought I'd go to finish the pilgrimage. On the way up, my foot slipped, causing me to stumble. My heart seized in my chest, and I felt I may perhaps perish at the hand of this cliff face. Thankfully, I was able to catch myself, but I suffered a nasty scrape on my knee. I believe blisters may also form on my hands as a result of the rough rocks. My back seems to have taken to complaining about the pack I have borne for the past few days. While I'm thinking about it, my head has also begun aching. My point here is that if I can make this journey, I believe anyone can as well. Where are you going? What's the pilgrimage? Is this a particularly notable spot, this mountain here, where Freya got married? Am I supposed to know that? Is that a thing I'm supposed to know already? Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Well, I don't. Sorry. But apparently it's uncomfortable to climb. Got it. I'll bear that in mind, thanks. I feel like my callus situation is probably pretty good, though. Both in terms of, you know, on my hands and emotionally speaking. Although I've been better about that lately. I was trying to make a joke at Kratos' expense, but it's not really called for, is it? What's this? What's this? Oh, it's just a buried thing. Oh, it was a treasure map. Under the rainbow. I had forgotten that I had that. Let's see, treasure maps, under the rainbow. Surely I remember a spot like this, right? Who could forget 2 waterfalls? Or was it 3? Yeah, right, that one. Huh. What do you know? I'd forgotten entirely. Niflheim's Virtue, an enchantment with mysterious origins from Niflheim that can be slotted into the amulet. Okay, what does it do? Armor, amulet, Niflheim's Virtue. Defense and cooldown. Set bonus Kratos' melee damage when he's above 75% based on his defense. Increases the melee damage, rather. I can read words in the order that they show up on the screen, even. Sometimes. Sometimes. Okay. Another runic chest. My goodness, there are a lot of those around. Well, sure.
What's that?
You mean the pod? It's one of those things we freeze all the time. Don't worry about it. Okay. Got that. Well, there's a pot I can knock down. Let's go ahead and do that. And, oh, it's braziers, huh? And that's going to be outside of my range, probably? Yeah, sure is. Okay. Well, then, in that case, let's see what is in my range. Not that, apparently. Okay. Cancel all those. Let's try putting one here, and then one here, and then one here. Not good enough? Not good enough, apparently. I feel like I must be on the right track. There, see, that one's encompassing the brazier. And then... there we go. I suspect it was just on the edge of where it was supposed to be, because I feel like the brazier was glowing purple last time as well. But whatever. I got it. Let's see if we can find another. Excuse me. That seems to be the door we need to go through for plot stuff, so rather than that, a rune there. Double rune, perhaps? Oops. Hold up. Yeah. I found that earlier, but thank you. I figured it out on my own. Like that. And then, can't reach it. Okay. Let's go here. And then maybe here. It's not in the range of the other one. Okay. Yeah, we'll get rid of those. Here.
Sigil arrows won't work on this.
Got it. How about that? No. Okay. How about that? Right. And then another one. And then one here. I'm using her arrows too quickly. She can't keep up. Those aren't connected. Okay. Well, what would be then? Alright. Well, let's find the other one. I'll think about that one. How about? Okay. It's right there. Where can I put my blades into? Well, there's a chest over here. Maybe I can get it from here? Punch that. And then, like, this, and this, and this. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Got that one. So just that one, then. I'm guessing since it tried to tutorial me that I'm in the right location. Wait, can I do multiple stacked? Ah, I see. You can still have 3 points. You're not just limited to 3 arrows total. Well, good. That makes things way. Oh, did it expire? It seems to have expired. Okay, so we do that, and then like that, and then we blow it up. No good. Okay. How about that? That did. Okay. So they get more unstable as you stack up the runic arrows, maybe? I'm not exactly certain how it works. But in any case, that worked. So, good enough. Blood? Blood. Blood. Thank you for the blood. Alright. Great. Let's, go check out this giant door, shall we? So what's the deal, Freya?
Allow me.
Oh, yeah. Have at it.
Food.
I mean, I could probably hack all those off eventually, but you clearly have better options than that. Look at that! Look how fancy you are with your plant magics. Nice.
I never thought I'd come back here.
Reasonable, I suppose. Didn't exactly... You have a bad history with it. Totally understandable. Okay, look at all the dudes. How'd they even get in here? This place was sealed off. Oh, whatever.
Reavers. Of course.
Of course, I guess. Alright. Well, let's just, burn them up. Bring it in, gentlefolk. Surely you can hear me coming. Soul Eater? What the heck?
It's a soul eater.
Sure is.
It doesn't belong here. We must get rid of it.
Yeah, okay. Weren't they from the realm of the dead, even? I feel like they were. Interesting. Nope. Okay. Okay, hang on. Not exactly what I was going for, but it works out.
Incoming, back here.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. Ah, yeah, it's definitely a laser, huh? Oh, no. No. That, no count. Mulligan. Try again. Okay.
Reavers. Of course.
And also a casual soul eater. No worries. There we go. Okay. There. And then... So you say... Okay. Ah, laser. Yeah, laser. Okay. Cool. And then... I forget how bad I am at stunning people when I don't have sonic arrows going on. Ah, yes, hello. Cool. I feel like you got better things to worry about than me. There's a soul eater over there, after all. Okay. Cool. And then... Can't quite reach him. How about now? Listen, just stick a blade in his butt, will ya? Thank you. Yeah, got it. Thank you. Okay. That one. No, I didn't mean to, but it's okay. I did need the healing. I didn't need double healing, but it's fine. Okay. There we go. And that part of you open. Cool, and then like this. Come on, finish it. Thank you. Run away. Okay.
Watch your left.
My left? What's on my left? Why is there another Reaver all of a sudden? How come there are infinite Reavers? I don't appreciate it. Really, I don't. Come on. You're not done yet. There we go. Okay.
Hit its chest. What it drops is highly vulnerable.
Presumably, yes, but like, could we deal with the underlings first? I just want to not have to deal with little guys while I'm dealing with the big guy. I feel like that's not so unreasonable. Okay. if I get too close to him, he just blows up and I die. Or not die exactly, but you know what I mean.
You're too impatient. Wait until it opens its
I
chest.
want to kill the little guy, Freya. Just help me with killing the little guy, will you? There we go. Got it. And then it explodes. I got too close. Got it. Okay, so wait till it opens its chest, and then throw stuff at it. Yep, got it. Got it. It's just an ancient. It's just a different version of an ancient. Ow, I got too close again. That's the main difference. Yep. And I've died. Fine. I resent it, though. If I die again, I'll be happy about it. Now, where'd the thing you dropped go? It's disappeared. I took too long. Okay. Very well. Let me just prepare one of these for you. Come on. There it is. Alright. Okay, did it not drop anything because I did a special attack instead of a normal one? I think that's what happened. There you go. And then does its most little explosion. And then we grab the thing and we throw it at your face. Uh-huh. Not good enough. Okay, closed up. Close up shop. There you go. Okay. I've stunned it, so let's go punch and kick it a little bit, like you do. Punches and kicks for your glowy heart bit. There we go. How you feeling? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Alright. Can I just ask you to shoot it in the chest? Does that do anything for it? I wonder.
Switching.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it doesn't do a thing. Just checking. Ow. Ow. Okay. Come on, open up. There you go. All right, I can't save up the attack, or else I do the wrong type of attack.
Can't do this without you, Kratos.
I feel like you probably would be perfectly capable of doing it without me. I'm not doing a good job over here.
Reavers, of course.
Hi, God.
Watch out! It's a soul eater. It doesn't belong here. We must get rid of it.
There we go. Great. Oh, so there is. Thank you. Oh, I don't want it. I don't like it. Okay. Okay. Oh, why do you not care at all when I hit you with big nasty weapons? Why? Oh, the explosion. I can't believe it. I can, but I don't want to. Okay. I gotta not fight next to the Soul Eater. That's the lesson. How are you able to rotate so quickly whenever I come too close? It's very inconvenient. Yeah, thank you. Ouch. There. The combo is really good, but I have to stand very still in order to do it, which makes it kind of not worth it, doesn't it? Hello. Maybe the thing to do is knock things out of its chest and use them on the little guys until they're dead. It might be worth a try. Okay.
Reavers, of course.
Uh-huh. Nope. Friggin'.
It doesn't belong here. We must get rid of it.
Okay. Great. Wasn't expecting that to work out, but it sure did. Ah. Why are there always more? And then. Uh-huh. And then. Thank you. Oh, it's exploding. Of course it is. Okay, let's go over here. Switch to this. And then throw it at that. Where is it? It didn't actually spawn, despite making a noise like it spawned. Nope, nope. Oh, it did spawn. Yep. It does help on the little guys, but not as much as you might think. Okay. Get it. Just barely alive. Stop, though. And another one spawns. How did I get so far that one attempt? I wonder. by standing behind pillars. That was it, wasn't it? I stood behind pillars.
It's explosive! Be careful!
Uh-huh, thank you. Alright, behind pillars. It just switches. It just switches without even thinking about it. There. Great. Now you're here. Hello. I wish that knocking that out of your chest actually stopped you from shooting lasers at me. But it definitely doesn't. Oh, you didn't even care about that. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get that thing you dropped. There it is. Ouch!
Come on, Kratos! Off your back!
Can't. Dead.
It's a soul eater!
Uh-huh.
It doesn't belong here! We must get rid of it!
There we go. Okay. What if I... Not that.
In its chest! What it drops is highly volatile.
Please stop. Thank you. Okay. If the enemies go in there, does the purple field hurt them? It doesn't. Okay. Cool. So that does me no good whatsoever. Good to know. Okay. And then... Wow. Wow. Stepping into that purple stuff hurts so much. There. There's the poison. Alright. Okay, you're still alive, huh? Pity that. Nope, nope.
You're too impatient. Wait
I'm fine, thanks. Appreciate the advice, though. Okay. How on earth was there another one still? Run, 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 run. Ah, there's a cliff. Turns out, there's a cliff. Okay.
Protect yourself.
There we go. Okay. Running over here. Ah, and there's a poison field in front of me. Okay. There we go.
Behind you, look out.
I got it, thank you. Nope, don't want it. Okay. Nice. That'll do it. Wait, it didn't do it. That did, though. Okay. Okay, cool. So it's just it and us now. Thank goodness for that. Okay. Get this, throw it at your face. Okay, but not quite there yet. Let me just... Oh, he's standing inside the poison field, so I need to get him out of there, huh? Let's try and lure him over here. Probably gonna get his stun meter back, unfortunately. There! That knocked him down, but he's inside this poison field, so let's not be too hasty. There we go, there we go! Okay! Ah, too slow. Too slow. Okay. Alright, we'll try this again. We'll try it again. There you go. Then, I go over here. And I go get that. Like this. And then, you can just step out of the poison. Thank you. And then, right in your face. Oh, and you didn't even care. You didn't care. Okay. I wish you did. There. Okay. Alright, alright. Now we hop up. Give him some kicks. Good kicks. Yes, good kicks. Excellent kicks. Lots of kicks. Right to your thingy. Okay, now get away from him, because it's going to explode. Like you do. I wish there was a better way to dodge this laser. I haven't figured one out yet, if there is. You don't have any hellstones around here, do you? Yeah, I know, thank you. I feel like there were a bunch of hellstones around here before. Not anymore, huh? Okay. Guess I'll just deal with it then. Okay. As soon as he stops lasering, I go get this, and then throw it in your face. Not quite good enough. Lasers? Oh, nice. Nice, but it didn't... Oh, okay, so he doesn't drop a thing when you do that. There we go. Well, that knocked him down. Okay, go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Finish him. We gotta finish him. It's very important that we finish him. Great. And just rip his heart out. Lovely. I do feel like I could have just done that at any time, and it would have worked just as well.
It used to be sacred.
I mean,
Now it sits abandoned, vandalized.
maybe it's sacred to the people
Hopefully
who
the objects I'm looking for are
were
still
here.
here.
hopefully, I guess. Shattered runes, health, thank goodness. Bonded leather, hack silver, $10, so generous. Okay, so let's give it a once over, Freya. Hey, look, a chest hidden inside the poison smoke. Who could have guessed that that could be the case? I don't even know. I guess it's not poison. It's purple, therefore not poison. You know, by video game logic. What's that?
Up there.
Oh. The giant's toes started. Oh, it was a treasure map. Okay, let's see it. Treasure map, the giant's toes. The Jotnar may be gone from the realms, but giants still rise above the Vanir. My treasure may seem insignificant compared to its lush sweeping boughs, but I prefer to look at it as room for growth. Okay. So at the base of a tree, next to a zip line. Somewhere. Okay. A big tree, probably somewhere in this realm, I'm guessing. Huh. Unfortunately, I don't remember it. But I assume I'm supposed to remember it, and it's supposed to be somewhere around here. Oh well.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
I don't know why we have a little cutscene for every single one of these. It's not like it takes that long to read, since I have to read it on a separate page anyway. The feast! The table is filled. Delicacies of both Vanir and Aesir origin have been prepared to symbolize the unions of peoples. Succulent fruits to whet the appetites, served alongside the salted, crisped skin of young hens. Gourds, roasted and then sauced in honey, and breads baked in the lava pits of Eldgja will be presented as the second course. Does it matter where you bake the bread? Do the lava pits make particularly good bread? An offering of Sarimner has taken the center of the spread, although many Vanir will likely refuse to partake. I don't even know what it is, but fair enough. Nuggets of tender meat for the little ones have been piled high. They will not go hungry tonight. Last but certainly not least, casks of mead have been rolled out in great numbers to account for the thirst such festivities bring upon our guests. Tonight we dine as if Ragnarök will come for us in the morning. And then it did! So that must have been from Freya's wedding. I guess it makes sense that they put those runes right there, then, given that this is where it took place, apparently. But it was prior to the wedding, or at least prior to the reception. I don't know how it works exactly. Maybe the feast was part of the wedding? I have no idea how it works. Not really my business. Okay, so what are you looking for around here, Freya? Something over there. Hello. Hostile plants. I suppose that makes sense. Everywhere we go, we got hostile plants. Alright. That looks like... I don't think there's anything I can do to that from here, though. It's not within range of any place where I can stab my little blades. Is it? Oh, maybe it is. And then like this? No, not quite good enough. And like that. Am I supposed to freeze it? I know the blue ones, the bluish looking ones I was supposed to freeze. I guess it's all of them. You freeze all of them. Got it. Okay, sorry. Made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Maybe there's a scaling point somewhere within this area? Hidden by the smoke? No? Okay. Alright. Somehow I'm missing what I'm... Okay, I guess I need to do something about that over there while being fired upon by that vine. Is that the idea? That probably is the idea. Alright, so let's just expand that one out. And then we're going to put one here. And then another one here. And now I'm going to stick a blade in that one. We should be good. Good. Perfect. Okay. Knocked that. Well, no, it did knock that down, but it freed up that thing right there, which now I can knock it down with, right? Wrong. There must be another one on the other side. Okay. I guess let's look at the other side. And knock that down, too, while I'm at it. There we go. Dwarven steel. Ah, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Bridge open. Is there a bridge on the other side? There is not. Well then, no need to worry about that. Now we just run past the aggressive plant, which doesn't seem to care about Freya.
About that day, I wish I could change. If only I'd seen the signs.
A little busy. A little busy for musing. Oh, cool. Hi. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Thank you. All right. There. Into the pit. Great. And then you. Kill your friend. Thank you. Okay. And the plants are still angry. All right. Where's the main part of it? Okay. Hang on. There, and then it goes over there, and then it goes up to there, and then through here. Ah, okay. Hang on. Something's attacking me. Cool. Great. Got it. I'm gonna do one of these. Another one. If I've got it, I don't. Okay, that's all right. There. Kill that one. Great. Oh, it's exploding. That's a great question, Mimir. There we go. Okay. All right, but the hostile horticulture. I got to do something about this. There it is. I found it. Wrong attack. There it goes. Like that. Great. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Now I can calm down a little bit, maybe. Okay, hack silver is fine. Yes, what's up, Freya? Are you just inspecting? Oh, there's a legendary chest there. I see. It's got a chain that can be broken behind it. I'm guessing I need to get up onto the ledges behind that before we can do anything about that, but I don't know. Anyway.
Anything illuminating?
Great question. What do we got? The Auburn Crown. Vanir tradition is bound in the plaits of our Freya's hair as the final touches are made for the ceremony. Blöðberg blooms to adorn her locks, and lupine oil to make them shine. Fronds bound around the circlet she wears breathe life into the metal. She is resplendent as the rains on a summer morn. Well, good for her. Unfortunate the circumstances that it took place under, but good for her. Apparently you looked pretty good at your wedding, Freya. That's what that one said, basically. That is a summary of what that one said. All right, let's see. Ah, what's this?
The crest of the Hewley family.
The last crest?
One of the first families ripped apart by the war.
Let's have a look. Healy's crest. There's one big problem with living in a peaceful, advanced society that's sustained itself for centuries. When war eventually comes calling, there's a good chance you won't have any bloody idea what to do. Some of the Vanir families wanted to fight back against Odin. Others believed they could appeal to his better nature. The Healy family split down the middle. Half of them took up arms, half refused to spill blood on the virgin soil of Vanaheim. A fissure formed between the pacifists and the militants, a fissure that might well have healed given enough time, but they never got the chance, unfortunately. The Aesir killed them all a few weeks into the war, quickly, indiscriminately. Whether they died with a quill or a sword in their hands, they all died just the same. Were they all in the same place, despite some of them being at war and some of them not? Or was just everybody getting killed by the Aesir? Like, absolutely everybody.
That's all the crests.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for finding them.
Sure, I guess. They were just sort of scattered around. But, you know, it's what I do is look for things, I guess, and pick them up and sell them to dwarves. I note that you're not thanking me for that part. This looks like a boss arena, doesn't it? Kinda.
My circlet's here.
Oh, really? Convenient. Hold on. Just getting anything I don't trust out of the way first. That one too. That one too. Great. Thanks. And a health stone.
It's on that pedestal by the balcony.
Convenient.
We must remove these creatures first.
Yeah, it's true. Okay. Let's start out by doing this. All right, I can't hit the crones when they're not corporeal. I forgot. Okay, I need to switch to this. And then put a blade in you, throw you at the others. Okay, great. And then like this. And get away from that. Okay, and then we switch to the axe. And we shoot some arrows at you, and then we do one of these because I keep forgetting to use it. And then Great. Okay. Throw that at you, and then blow it up. Missed. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. It keeps happening. I really don't want it to, but it definitely does keep happening. No, aim at them, please. Don't pay attention to me if I'm not telling you to aim well. Honestly. Okay. They're summoning in more nightmares. That makes sense. That's what they do. There we go. Unnecessary, but it works. Okay, cool. And then... It's fine. We're fine. Got that one. Okay. Switch to the blades. You... Okay. We're gonna stick a blade in you. Throw you at your friend. We're gonna stick a blade in the other one. I missed. There we go. Throw you at your friend. Great. There we go. And then... Great. Got him.
Look at this.
Whew. I'll look at it in a second. Whew. Why did I get so much more experience than you did for that? I don't even know. Sorry about my terrible aim with the sigil arrows. I was trying. Also, if you could just, she won't. She's busy. Okay. All right, Freya. Let's look at it.
Belong to you.
A symbol of commitment.
Why did you leave it here? Don't feel like talking about it, I suppose, huh?
After the ceremony,
yeah.
a new one made every week, each more beautiful than the last.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped when I refused to teach him the old magic.
Right, because it was all flattery.
You know, my people used to send me gifts too, so I wouldn't forget home.
Uh-huh.
But after the birth of my son, they stopped too.
Did they? Is that a coincidence, or did they not like their son somehow? I'm not really sure. But I can't help but notice that was 1 out of 3 of Freya's possessions. And we're already nearly at 2 hours, so I think we better stop for just now. Let me just kick this down. Plus, I did not get that legendary chest inside an alcove, which I'm guessing we'll have to backtrack for. Hold up, I can just burn this. Uh-huh. What good does that do me? Ah, now see, there you go. Now see there, now we're talking. And that even opened the door to get the chest. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, great, cool, thank you. You're just in there waiting for someone to open it up? Come on, get a hobby. Honestly, what are you thinking? There, and then we'll just light you on fire while you hover in the middle of the air like some sort of weirdo, and there we go. Great, give me that. Rampage of the Furies. A robust flurry attack that ends in a powerful cross slash. That sounds just like my normal combo. Oh, it looks neat, though. Oh, I like it. It looks neat. All right, we're going to upgrade it and equip it because I like it and it looks neat. Hi, I was about to end the episode, but then I went and edited what I had, and it was only like an hour and a half long, which is still pretty long, but if I do a long episode and don't actually accomplish anything, that seems worse than having an extra long episode and actually accomplishing something. So let's go get the last 2 bits of Freya's belongings, shall we? Just knock that out before we call it good for today. So that's the way we're going, right? This is where the circlet was. Does it count me as having kicked this down? It does. Okay, great. Then yes. Let us do the rune scrawling thing. And hut. Uh-huh. And then like that. Very aggressive rune drawing.
I can't read that
write it
from
right.
here. Let's head back and I can take a better look.
Sure. I see it, the angle. Gotcha. Okay. All right, heading back then. So take that chain we just dropped down.
I thought I'd feel peace by breaking it. But I feel nothing.
Sorry to hear that.
Perhaps what you see cannot be found in a circlet.
Or in destruction?
You may be right.
I'm not sure. Probably more lessons for Freya today. Is that what we're doing? Although she seems to have her head pretty well on her shoulders. Why are they back? Why are there more? Fine. Okay. There you go. That's not what I was going for, but okay. Hi. There we go. Great. Cool. And then... Are there? Where? What? I thought there were only 2 of them. We got more? Oh, hey, yeah, we do. It's one of them Wolby things, isn't it? I never looked at the codex entry for the new type of Wolby thing, did I? I don't think I did. Okay, well, I don't want to fight you when you're in there, so Thank you. All right. Put some stun arrows into him, and then... There we go. Great. Okay. Nice. Good timing on that one. Only I could always do that. Did not quite interrupt his rage, but that's okay. So, okay, he's already slow, so no point in pummeling that in particular. Ouch. Okay, cool. Well, why don't we just use my runic abilities on you? 'Cause what else am I going to be using them on at the moment? Great. Good, good, good. Beast, scraps, anything else? No? Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's have a look at that codex entry now that I remembered about it. Okay, so... Monster? Wicked Grim. No, not the Grims. It was a fierce wolver, that's it. All the joys of a wolver, but a bit bigger and meaner. I would add with more claws, but I don't think that's true. Certainly it feels like that when they take a swipe at you. I can only speculate on what facilitates the transition from a wolver to one of the more fierce in nature. Perhaps it's down to ancestry, or perhaps it's down to some ineffable law. Survival of the fiercest? Wolvers become very difficult to hit when they crouch on all fours. Stay on your guard and watch for counterattacks. Whereas other wolvers may howl as a prelude to frenzied speed, this one howls ahead of a strength boost. Use extreme caution around a fierce wolver in this elevated power state. Okay, how do I tell the difference between a fierce one and a standard one? The drawing is exactly the same, a bit bigger and meaner. So, it's pretty hard to tell the difference. Huh. Alright. Well, good to know. I'm pretty sure that one that we just fought right now, since it did use a frenzy on me at the end there, I believe that was a standard wolver. But what do I know about it, really?
The word isn't complete. It's missing a piece.
Oh. Okay. Can we still do something about that, or do we have to go find another tablet or something? We can't do anything about that, can we? Alright, so is there another direction we can go, or are we just stuck for the time being? Is there another wall?
The door is shut. If memory serves, we'll need to light both of those torches to open it.
Right, that makes sense. I'm guessing that thing up there is the other part of the runes, but how do I get up there? Is there a climbing surface here that I missed before? Doesn't look like it, so... Huh. How do we get up there? Okay. No, I don't see any scalable walls here at all. And the door back out is shut as well. Convenient. No, we came in over there. I get you. Okay. Huh. It's probably staring me right in the face, and I'm going to feel dumb when I find it, but I haven't found it yet. So I don't feel dumb just yet. But there's still time for this. Those things are sparking, but I don't think they need anything, right? 2 torches, she said. 2 torches. Which torches are you talking about? Light 2 torches. She doesn't mean those, right? Those aren't torches. No, I don't think those are torches. Okay.
Look.
Huh?
Over there.
Look over where? Oh, are those the 2 torches you... Oh, that is what you were talking about. Oh, and there's red... Sorry. Got it. I just had to release her poison cloud by mistake. Fine performance by me. Alright, let's see here. Why am I not... There you go. Bad job by me. Let me just try that again, please. Okay, so... 1, 2, and then 1 right there. Let me stick a sword in it. A single would have been sufficient. Okay, that is indeed...
This is a mystic fire. Its flames are short-lived.
Oh. Okay. Well, then perhaps we use these circles here for the purposes of chaining across. Like that, and then like this. Yeah, that looks like that's probably it. Can I hit that one in the center? Nice! Great, did it.
That's it.
Hooray, that's it. Okay, and on we go. Loot this corpse, which Freya somehow failed to do. Why don't you loot corpses, Freya? Is that not normal to loot corpses? Is that just me? Oh, hi. Okay, somebody's chanting. Yeah, we got one of them We got one of them little guys who make their allies immune to everything, don't we? Where are ya? I can hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, you're on the other side of that wall. How am I supposed to do anything about that? Okay, well, hang on. Let's just... No. Get out the blaze. There we go. Okay. So we need to go around this way, I assume. And then we need to kill these. That's not what I wanted to do, dang it! I can't! I'm too incompetent. Okay, kill that guy. Nice. Kill him. Almost. There we go. We got him. Okay, great. We got that one. I don't see another one, so let's run back down and deal with you, the shield guy. Bam. All right. Nope. Okay. All right, there we go. And then she's got this one rooted down, so we may as well kill him in the meantime. He's floating. Okay. All right. Switch arrows. Nice. While he's distracted, I'll try and hit him a little bit. Okay. Good. He's on fire. He's slowed. That's all great. Now let's just shield bash him to make that explode. Okay, cool. Ow. Working on it. Whoa, I accidentally used my fancy flaily thing. It's really cool looking, and it made me stand in explosions. So that's nice, I guess. Okay, you're high level, but you also don't have much health because you're a ranged guy, right? Yes, good. And you. Hello. Worked on one, we'll work on the other. Great. There indeed.
I see the chalice.
Good. Before that, though, if you could help me out. Oh, she won't because she sees the chalice. Okay. Okay, well, give me a second. I'm going to check out the courtyard below, and then I'll come look at your chalice. How about, huh? Okay. Yeah, see, there's a giant chest down here. And a rune. Are you coming? She's not. Can I look at this when she's not here? I can.
It's a denouncement from my people, placed during my wedding.
Really? So you saw that at the time. Interesting. Silver tier complete wall art. There we go. Wait until the achievement goes away, and then you can see the actual thing for the appropriate codex entry. Traitor. Found outside a ruined temple in Vanaheim. Many of the realm's buildings came to ruin due to natural disaster or the Einryar. Freya's temple has fallen for different reasons. It appears that after she left Vanaheim, her own followers vandalized the very temple they once gifted her. Her people saw her marriage as a betrayal, a cowardly way to pass judgment on her actions. So it was already an unpopular decision when it was ongoing. Were they hoping that she would lead them to destroy the Aesir? Was that what they were hoping for? And so then when she tried to, like, make peace with them, that was, as they saw it, a bad thing? That's the impression I get anyway, but I don't actually know. Freya, since you're over here, can I trouble you for, No, I can't. Okay. Definitely gotta look at that chalice first. Very well. I'm on my way to look at the chalice. Really use some health, though. Just throwing that out there. Hey, health! Thanks. Ooh, it's fancy. Look at it. Alright, let's talk about your chalice before you destroy it.
From the ceremony.
A symbol of reconciliation.
The first one was a symbol of commitment, wasn't it?
We drank from the lover's chalice until we could hardly stand.
It's not very big, so that's kind of surprising. What did you put in it?
I confided in him that night about wanting an apology from Freyr.
Uh-huh.
Odin reassured me that he'd be the only family I'd need.
Oh, see, that's a red flag, actually.
And I believed him.
I don't mean to blame you for it, but yeah, that is definitely a red flag. If you are trying to make up with your family and the person you're in a relationship is like, no, you don't need your family, you just need me. Yeah, that's a bad thing. That's what you want to call it? That's, building codependence, essentially. Trying to make sure that you're incapable of functioning without him. Although then after that, he saw your refusal to enchant him as a betrayal, huh? Wait, where's the thing that just dropped out of it? Oh, there it is. It's underneath Freya. Sorry, excuse me. Okay. But yes, just more evidence that Odin's a bad guy. Got it. What do we got here?
Learn anything?
We'll soon find out. Historian. That's an achievement. There we go. New lore. Yeah, new lore marker. The blessing of two. A blessing on the union of Freya and Odin on this day. Prosperity to the people of the Vanaheim and Asgard. Of the Vanaheim and Asgard. Yeah, I guess. As the sun shines and the moon glows, so shall the realms remain steadfast in peace. Yeah, go with that, I guess. Who's writing these things? Like, why don't you sign your work? I can only figure out so much from context, you know. It's apparently been a while. All right. Let's go ahead and hack this thing open. It is kind of funny that I only have to write one very basic rune, and the rest of it just sort of generates itself.
The word is complete, but I still can't read it from here.
Yeah, of course.
Let's head back down.
Yeah, no problem. Was there another chain to kick down? It'd be nice if there was. I didn't notice one, though. Do we have to go back around? Which way does Freya want to go? Freya wants to go that way. And Freya wanted to go to the chain last time, so I guess there's no shortcut.
No. The pain only grows.
Oh, great. Glad we're doing it then.
Will I never be free of it? What more do I need to do?
Probably just let it go, I would think. But, like, it's not that easy. I recognize it's not that easy. But coming back here and revisiting all the memories and getting them all fresh in your mind is only going to reopen the wounds, you know? Like, that seems pretty obvious, I guess. Well, like I say, I'm not trying to judge you. We got to try what we can do. Just sorry, it's not working. All right, let's go read the word.
The runic word appeared over there. See it?
No, I can't see it. Listen.
Now I just need to speak the word.
Yeah. I wrote that one letter twice. But I sure am proud of myself. Go for it.
Phew. After
You
all
did
the
it.
battles I've fought, why does the other side of this door scare me most?
I
The
mean,
most difficult battles are fought within.
that.
But this battle, you will not fight alone.
I don't know how much good I'm going to do you, though, honestly, unless there's just a big nasty thing that Odin left for you to deter you from being able to destroy this stuff somehow. Stop giving me achievements and let me read the scroll, thank you. Abandoned. I gave you everything. My faith, my love, offerings beyond measure. And you abandoned me. Abandoned us. Abandoned your home. Why? So you could gallivant across the realms with the one-eyed king? Did we sicken you so, your pathetic worshippers, that you would take the first opportunity to leave and never return? I did not know true loneliness until now, nor did I know true rage. I would revenge myself upon you, but you are not here to receive my hate, and so instead I, and as many as will join me, will go to that temple we built for you so long ago, the monument to our gullibility and your selfishness, and we will do to it what we can only hope one day to do to you. Well, great. So, apparently, the residents of Vanaheim didn't know why this was happening? If it was supposed to be a gesture of peace, why wouldn't they at least tell the Vanir what was going on? I mean, obviously it was a lie. The whole thing was a lie. But how do you cultivate such a lie as that in a way that it's completely convinced Freya that it's legitimate, and yet none of her followers have any idea what's going on? No idea. God powers. Let's go with that. Anyway, let me just stick a thing in here.
Yeah.
Good, because I'm doing it. Didn't even wait for an answer. Sorry for disturbing you.
My final tie to Asgard.
Animals.
We drove that sword into the pillar together.
Uh-huh.
The sword was forged for the ceremony. A symbol of our union.
Mm-hmm. Conveniently looks a lot like the one you're carrying right now. Is it a better one, by any chance? Huh. Won't come out? Do you want me to, like, bust the rock open?
Nah.
Because, like, I can absolutely do that if you want. Probably.
The stone refuses to let go.
Mm-hmm. Is this why I'm along, then? For this very moment? not? Stubborn sword. But I suppose it's more of the symbol than that, isn't it? You okay there?
The deepest wounds form the strongest bonds.
Uh-huh.
Bastard said it as part of our vows.
He knew it all along.
I hate it when he's right. Asgard holds a part of me I can't sever. I bond to my son.
Right.
To the Valkyries. That damn realm isn't just Odin's. It belongs to me too.
And now you're able to... Look at that. Convenient, that. Yeah,
the pain he caused is his. I refuse to keep holding on to it.
Good.
This sword no longer holds our legacy. But it will serve as mine.
A much more fitting use for it.
Do you actually get to fight with two swords at once now? Because that'd be amazing. Oh, she has two swords now. She's a witcher. Look at her go. Can I look around the room before we go? Yes? Maybe? Please? It was a good day, trophy earned. Look at me go. Mardol. New sword choice unlocked. Customize Freya's loadout in the weapons menu. Okay, so she can choose which sword and which arrows she's using at any given time? Okay, Freya can do... L1 Freya, okay. Customize support. Using different swords will produce unique combos and attacks. Alright. So we got Thrungva. We got Mardol. Melee attack strike with speed and inflict Bifrost on enemies. A sword commissioned by Odin and gifted to Freya on their wedding day. Okay. Okay. But she can only use one at a time. And I guess that makes sense given that she's, you know, a single sword fighter. Always has been. I appreciate that if you switch to Mardol, you can see Thrungva on her back there. Although you cannot see Mardol on her back when you... Yeah, listen, it's okay. Switch it out. See what happens. We don't have a different option here. We do! Steel Harmony. Freya wields the power of both her Vanir and Aesir swords to send out damaging arcs and both stun and Bifrost to enemies. Neat. I do currently... I'm wearing armor that makes usage of things being poisoned, but I do want to try Steel Harmony, so let's equip it for now. Great. Anyway, let's check out this chamber. The music... The music entirely stopped as soon as I turned around. I'm sorry, look, I'm sorry. It's... Yeah, we were doing a dramatic thing. I'm sorry, okay? Fine. It's fine, I'm sure. Let's get... Whoop! Whoop! One more lore thing. Let's read it.
What's it say, brother?
The ceremony. The weather has favored us this day. The sun shines, and its warm rays ripple through the leaves of the surrounding trees. Juniper leaves have been bound and burned. Their scent hangs joyfully in the air. Guests take their seats. The tinkling of celebratory laughs fills the hall. Anticipation for the ceremony builds as the hour draws near. Why did people write this stuff down on the walls? I guess it was supposed to be celebrating the occasion. But, like... Who wrote them, right? Apparently the Vanir were resentful that this was even happening. Dropped in the bucket. Bitter. Travelers think they're real smart, hanging their belongings in trees and stuff. Never liked those guys walking around with their big shields and big swords. Personally, I'm a minimalist. I read this. I did. I just didn't remember. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Got some shattered runes, though, so that's nice. Hey, look, another one. I guess they are supposed to be offerings to the gods, right? That's what they explained in the first game. So I guess it would make sense that there's a bunch of them in here. Well, that was a bit of a cheapskate offering. 75 tax silver. That's nothing. Anyway.
I suppose it's on to the next battle now.
I suppose it is.
Yes. You won an important one today.
Seems like it. And I didn't have to rip a stone apart or nothing. It probably wouldn't have worked anyway. That's not how these things usually work. Oh, we're getting attacked. Of course we are. Hello! How you doing? Ow! Okay, hello. Very friendly, aren't you? Okay. Nope. Cool, nice. Alright. Not that one. This one in front of me, please. You could just, like... Yeah, nice, thank you. Okay, so that did do a Bifrost thingy to you. Oh, come to think on it, I should probably upgrade my own accessory at some point, shouldn't I? Ah, easy there. There we go. Good. Runic routine, you say, huh? Okay. Nice. I want to kill that one. I want to kill this one. Nope. Ouch. Okay, switch to this. Nice. Very nice. Okay, let's try and kill him, though. Try and finish him off before he enrages. Ouch. Okay. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, ow. I died because I got knocked into one of the purple zones, and I reacted so slowly that I can't get resurrected. I'm sorry. I actually meant to do it. One more try, please. So if they're charging at you, get out of the friggin' way. Got it. Makes sense. Good, the buckets are gone.
I suppose it's on to the next battle now.
All right.
Yes. You won an important one today.
And suddenly Wolverine. There they are. There we go. Nice. Okay, and then disrupt that attack. Okay. No, thank you. No, thank you. One more, please. One more. Oh, he's already enraged. That's a problem for me. Okay. No. Okay. I actually dodged into the purple zone and survived somehow. Ouch. Did I just get rammed into the wall? Is that what that was? I'm not actually sure. Nice. Good interrupt. Okay, and then... Okay. Cool, I guess. No, stop it. Alright. Stop it. There we go, good. Double blue ring thing, got it. Oh, you're transforming. Careful, sword, hear it. Okay. Nope. Ouch. There we go. Nice. And then... Great. Nope. Please stop. There we go. And then we do the horrible thing to the jaw. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I really hate that one. So much.
If I may.
Since when have you ever asked for permission?
Right now.
It's just... I owe you my life, such as it is. And I caused you so much pain. Put you in a terrible situation.
It's true.
For that, Freya, I'm truly sorry.
I wanted to end that war too.
I know. But I swear to do better by you nonetheless.
As best he can, while he's ahead.
Anything you ask, consider it done. I'm forever in your debt.
I appreciate that. Even if you can't help being an obnoxious know-it-all.
I'm afraid I'll never know how to stop doing that, Your Majesty.
Good finish. One bone. All that, and I got one bone. Well, it's better than nothing. Well, that was a nice moment. And we resolved the issue. Well, I guess. Freya's overcome her hang-up with this issue of being connected to Asgard. She recognizes there's more to it than just Odin. And that's good. That's the first step to moving on with her life. Probably not the first step. It's somewhere along the path of moving on with her life. She's made a lot of progress in the last couple episodes, which has been nice to see. Meanwhile, I'm just over here hacking stuff apart, and you know what? That's fine. I'm trying to help, and that's really all I can do. But thank you for watching. Next time, we're going to head back and see how the boy's doing, because theoretically, I'm still supposed to be mad at him, right? Theoretically. Oh, and come to think on it, I never actually did, why am I failing at this? What's going on? There we go. I never actually did find out what this is. I have to debate if I want to go do that first. But either way, things are coming along. And thank you for watching. And I will see you next time.